I call this the Elite Defenseman Top Draft Pick video, because there are a number of things that we can dive into in regards to these names today on June 11th, 2025, starting out with the biggest piece of news that is going to define the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Cale Makar has won himself the Norris Trophy, and just like yesterday with the news of Lane Hutson going out there and winning the Calder, there was a really interesting celebration of him with his family at a restaurant, and he got presented the trophy, and it was a really fun video, etc., etc. Cool stuff that the NHL is doing these days with these awards. Cale Makar, guess what? He's out there golfing with his childhood friends, and they ended up getting Cale's reaction, winning the Norris Trophy on the putt. Nice video, heartwarming video, but I do have a question for y'all. Did you realize that this is only Cale Makar's second Norris Trophy ever? I mean, look, he had it in 4 years, so 2 wins, 4 seasons, that's not a small feat at all. But honestly, the way Cale Makar's reputation has been over the past few years, best D-man in the league, best D-man in the world, etc., etc., I feel like, I don't know, it feels like the guy might have had 2 already, but nah, he's only had 1 in the past, and now he's got his second. Of course, big congratulations to Cale Makar. I swear I am not salty, guys. I'm not. And I promise you, I'm trying not to be as well. I would not have voted for Cale Makar if I was in charge of getting a vote and giving my opinion as to whom it is should have won the Norris this year. But Cale Makar did have a crazy good year. He had a career high in points on a season. 92 points in 80 games played. Sure, he had a better points per game last year, but he did have 30 goals this season. What was he, the first defenseman to get 30 goals in a year since Mike Green? Something like that? I feel like we didn't make a big enough deal about that. He had so many points this season. But ultimately, this is a year where the Norris Trophy, if I had to vote, no, I would not have voted for Quinn Hughes. I would have voted for Werenski, mostly because I like to spread the wealth around and I would like to have seen a newer face win the award this season compared to Cale, who always seems to be either the runner-up or right up there to winning it. And if we head over to the results of the Norris voting this season, you will see that, yeah, okay, Cale Makar was the number 1 guy. Zach Werenski was number 2. Quinn Hughes was number 3. And the fact that he was number 3 is kind of a miracle, considering the season that he had, where he missed so much time and was not really able to be taken seriously as a full-time candidate. 2 folks did have Quinn Hughes at 1st overall. The majority had him at 3rd. Everybody else seemed to have had Cale Makar as the 1st overall pick. Zach Werenski was number 2. So for Quinn, this is why I wanted to make this video in regards to Quinn Hughes. I wanted to include him in the conversation because this is one of these very difficult years to accept for Vancouver Canucks fans. Quinn Hughes had a season for the ages, 76 points in 68 games played. The funny part is, he won the Norris last year with 92 points in 82 games played. He did outscore Cale Makar, and he really had that coming out party as being in the best defenseman in the league territory. But the crazy part about all of that is, Quinn Hughes won the Norris in 23-24, yes, but Canucks fans would say that in 24-25 he played better. And it's not a, oh, I think he played better, what do you think type of thing. It's more of a, yeah, no, Canucks fans in general will unanimously agree that Quinn Hughes reached highs this season that he wasn't even dreaming about last season. He was above and beyond, up and away, a more impactful, more dynamic, more controlling, more offensively poised, more dangerous, more lethal, more effective, more better hockey player this previously completed season compared to the season in which he won the Norris. More better isn't even grammatically correct, but this is where Quinn Hughes shines. He is so good that he breaks all the superlatives. That's the disappointing part about it. Quinn Hughes was hurt, and the Vancouver Canucks sucked so much ass this season that Quinn wasn't able to get recognized for the almost generational effort level he had put in this season's worth of play as a Vancouver Canucks D-man. It's ridiculous. He had the best Canucks season for a defenseman in history, winning the Norris last year, but this year, he was even better. But despite that, he is getting most of the third overall votes. And I'm not saying that he should have won. I think he didn't play enough games to really be considered a threat to winning. Again, if I had to vote, I would have voted for Werenski. But Quinn, it's just really sad. I don't know, it's sad. Like, it's sad that he had such an amazing season, and he has no hardware to show for it. He should have won the Norris for this season versus last year, if you wanted to get particular about it. But yeah, am I salty that Cale Makar won? No, he's a very fine candidate. He had the points to prove it. He had the goals to prove it. If you voted for Cale Makar to get the Norris this year, you're not stupid in the slightest. I am just sad that Quinn Hughes didn't get a better shot. Had to do with injuries. If he just wasn't overworked, if the team just was not as bad around him, maybe he wouldn't have gotten hurt. Anyways, let's stick on track to talking about yet another top defenseman on his team. Greg Wyshynski went out there and spoke about this on the sheet. He thinks that Florida Panthers D-man Aaron Ekblad will head to free agency this summer. And that is going to make things very interesting and spicy for all of the NHL teams to go out there and take a look at one of the top right-handed D-men in the league. Is he still one of the top right-handed D-men in the league? Okay, I get it. Aaron Ekblad has not produced as much lately compared to what he had done before that injury a few years ago, but he is at almost a point per game in the playoffs this year. With the Florida Panthers team that has made the finals, they're up 2-1. Ekblad scored a goal in game number 3, so we'll keep an eye out on him in game number 4 later today. Aaron Ekblad, free agent target. He is 29 years old, which is kind of mind-boggling to me because I still remember watching Aaron Ekblad getting drafted first overall in 2014, literally over a decade ago. So now, the once a 30-year-old, always a 30-year-old is going to be potentially, probably, in some form or another, hitting the free agent market, and the question is, which team is it going to be that overpays him, wanting him to stick around in their organization long term? He could probably get somewhere in the $8.5–9 million range, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't be too unreasonable of an ask, because the cap is going up, because Ekblad has been elite for so long, because there was a body of work wherein you could say he could have been worth more. He was a very good point producer up until that injury, and then he kind of got slowed down, but he's still providing value. He's mean, he's tough, he's big, he can move, he can score some points, not as much as before, but he's still up in there. So, yeah, Aaron Ekblad is a free agent to be, it looks like. Doesn't seem like the Florida Panthers are going to be able to re-sign him. Maybe they put all their chips into grabbing Mitch Marner, who really knows. But with all this in mind, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel firstly about Cale Makar winning the Norris Trophy, and how do you feel about Quinn Hughes being the second runner-up? Not the first runner-up, he was third. What are your thoughts on the Norris conversation of this morning? Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.